Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to give you the final meta that you should be running in Warzone as of right now, even though, to be honest, it's kind of dead right now, but this is the loadout you have to be running for the last few weeks of Modern Warfare 3 Warzone. So to start off, we want to go for the DTIR. This just got added in the Season 6 update, has a crazy fast bullet velocity, very low recoil. They made it so that it has more recoil than it used to, because before it had literally nothing. So I'll just show you how much recoil it has. Like, you can kind of see it kind of goes up and to the right. Look, even though they made the recoil a bit worse, it's still just insane. They actually reduced the visual smoke, so it's easier to see now, which is super nice. But this is a pretty fun gun to run. Gives me kind of STG vibes, zero recoil, crazy bullet velocity. But if you like, Warzone's always so sweaty, so if you really want to run this, I'm not saying you shouldn't, you really should run this, but, everyone's going to be running it, just to watch out. So, you want to go for the Quartermaster Suppressor. This reduces your recoil gun kick by 11, your horizontal by 23, my fault, and then your vertical by 10. Then you want to go for the Extend 10 Long Barrel. This increases your effective and minimum damage range by 20%, and then increases your bullet velocity by 20% as well, making it 1080 meters per second, whilst also increasing your ADS movement speed by 8% and your movement speed by 7%. Then you want to go for the Jack Laster just to remove all the visual recoil you can. Then the Rifle 200 Stock. This reduces your recoil gun kick, your horizontal, and your vertical by 17%, which is crazy. And then finally, I'm going to go for the 40 round mag, since it's the biggest one we have, and honestly, if I have, if there's a max mag you can do, I'm always putting on the max mag. Then to pair it, we have the Superior. Even though it got nerfed a season or two back, it is still one of the top SMGs. Well, I'll just show you why. But for those who've been watching and those who just play the game, can't already know why. This thing is super fast with the competitive TTK. Up close, it is super nice. Because there used to be a build back when this thing came out where you would take off the barrel and put on, let's say, this. So, and obviously the grip, because this didn't come out when it came out. And this is very good. But the thing is that it's just quite slow. Like, well, it's not slow, it's one of the fastest SMGs, but they nerfed its range quite heavily. So if you're gonna use as an SMG, you want to use the fastest build. So I'm gonna go for the Quartermaster Suppressor. So it goes 10 for recoil gun kick, 23 for horizontal, and then 10 for vertical. The Bore 99 short barrel. This increases your attack sprint speed by 6, your sprint speed by 8, your move speed by 7. Your ADS speed is then reduced by 11, and then your sprint fire is reduced by 9, and then it reduces your hit fire spread by 9%, 11%, and then your attack stance is reduced by 8%. Your attack stance spread. Then you want to run the Jack Slash. This increases your attack sprint speed by 1%, your sprint speed by 3%, your crouch movement speed by 6%, your movement speed by 4%, and then decrease your vertical recoil by 8%, but also kind of kills your hit fire accuracy, so, don't run this as a hit fire build if you're going to use the Jack Slash. Then what really makes this insane is the Rescue 9 stock. This increases the attack sprint speed by 6%, making it 8.3 meters per second. Then your sprint speed is increased by 8%. Your movement speed is increased by 11%. Your horizontal and vertical are then reduced by 8%, but your flinch is increased by 12%, but it's an SMG, so your flinch doesn't really matter. Then the second loadout we have is the BAL 27. Yeah, so this thing went from being one of the worst ARs in the game to potentially the best AR as of right now. It has a great damage range. I'm not sure. I believe it has. Well, it did have better damage than the Prime STG, and it is honestly super fun to run. So, what you want to do is you want to go quartermaster, 10, 23, 10. Don't want to go over that again. The Crown H3 barrel, this increases your effective and minimum damage range by 20%, and then increases your bullet velocity by 11%, whilst also increasing your ADS movement speed by 3%, and then your movement speed by 2%. Then I like to go for the paracord grip. You could go for the Bruin Heavy, but honestly, the paracord grip is just much nicer because this thing kind of struggles with its horizontal recoil. So it reduces your horizontal by 15. Your sprint fire is then reduced by 10%. Your ADS movement speed is increased by 6%, and then your movement speed is increased by 4% with no cons. Then you want to go for the Arden tack stock. This decreases your recoil gun kick by 29, then your horizontal and vertical by 7, whilst also decreasing your mobility just by a little bit, and then your hip fire accuracy is decreased a bit, and your sprint fire is decreased by 7. Then finally, you want to go for the 60 round mag. My fault. What this does is that since this has that is not accurate. The fire rate, it says it has a 697.75 RPM, which is right, but only at first, because as you shoot it, it speeds up. So you want the largest mag just so you can, because... So I'd say it goes maybe around 800 RPM, so it ramps up to that much. So you would really want a 60 round mag. Then for our final gun, we have the static HV. Honestly, personally, it's an alright gun. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. But it's a very fun gun to run. It's fun. So I'll give you a loadout for it. I'll give you kind of 2 loadouts for it. So you want to go. So there are 4 attachments you want, so which are the quartermaster. So you got that 10, 23, 10. The Arger 840 light barrel. This increases your attack sprint by 3, sprint speed by 3, ADS movement speed by 2, movement speed by 4. Your ADS speed is reduced by 6, sprint fire is reduced by 10, and then your entire hip fire accuracy is increased. Then you want to go for paracord grip, which reduces it by 15, your horizontal recoil control. Your sprint fire is then reduced by 16, which is insane. Your ADS movement speed is increased by 5%, and then your movement speed is increased by 4%. And then finally, you want to go for the Spray 34 light stock. This just increases your attack sprints by 4%, your sprint by 5%, your ADS movement speed by 5%. It reduces your ADS speed by 6%, 8%, and then your movement speed is increased by 6%. And what you can change up is this laser attachment, because I wanted to see if you could run without iron sight build, which you can, and it's very useful. So you could run a laser, for example, or I don't know if you'd really want to run any of these ammunitions. So it's really a laser and optic. So you could go for the Jack glassless to make it nicer. It's really your choosing with that final attachment. But either way, this is a very fun gun to run. Or if you really wanted to be fast, you could put on the Jack Slash, which would make it much faster. And in that case, I would put on an optic rather than a laser, because as you can see, the recoil isn't too nice. But that's the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to use these before Black Ops 6, I'd say, even though it's in 20 or less days. I use these before Black Ops 6 comes out, just because once Black Ops 6 comes out, I'm imagining most people are going to be playing that rather than Warzone. So, and once it integrates, I am expecting, and I can put money on that, most of the Modern Warfare 3 guns will be nerfed to the ground. In the same way that the Modern Warfare 2 guns were nerfed. But that's only a suspicion. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to use these guns because they're really good, and you're gonna throw at them. But make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.